Where the fuck did you go wrong? I'm having an existential crisis right now, you guys. Oh, by the way, this video is brought to you by my wonderful Patreon, The Wise Group Gaming. Thank you so much for your support. Sorry for the brazen way I introduced this video, but yeah, there was a point when I was watching this. This is a Patreon request. I was requested to review season 1 and 2, which I'll get into 2 a little bit later, but halfway through watching this, I think episode 5 or so, I was like, this story is better than Steven Universe Future. How the fuck did that happen? Now, don't get me wrong. Everything about this is... what's the word I'm looking for? Amateur? Yeah, let's go with that. And I love it. Is it cringe at some points? Yes. Is the anatomy off? Most certainly. Did I enjoy it better than a well-produced animated and voiced Cartoon Network show? Yes, I even enjoy it more than a Nickelodeon show, but we'll get into that one as well in the future. But how? How did we get here? Well, we got here because of, I think, passion. I think the thing that stood out to me the most while I was reviewing this was, you cannot deny this was not made with love, passion, and care. Because how? Just how? I think my cartoon reviewer status is going to be revoked after this video, because some people are going to be like, really TVC? Really? This? The show that looks like it's made in MSPaint is what you're saying is better than Steven Universe Future? Yes, because it has focus. It has a goal. And the reason why I say it's better is because I'm putting its limitations into account. The voice actors are amateurs, but they're really good. I can't compare the voice of Lucas to, like, say, the voice of Garnet, but even in that case, I think I like the voice of the dad. The person who voices the dad really brings his A game, and it has more feeling than Garnet, because a lot of the times when I'm watching Steven Universe, I think it was brought to my attention, all those negative Steven Universe videos, they were like, Estelle, the voice of Garnet, she's a singer, not a voice actress, and then I was like, oh, so that's why sometimes when Garnet speaks, I just don't feel any connection to her, or like she has sometimes like lifeless deliveries. I feel like it's gotten better as the show progressed, but with this one, since day one, the voice of Lucas's dad, he brought his A game. Daryl, I think his name was, like, I'm sorry, they give the name of the characters at the beginning of every episode and I still can't remember it. The only person I can remember is Lucas, and I had to memorize the sister's name, Emily, and this show has a theme song. Like, this is a complete season of a show made by 2 people, held one person, sorry, I can't say the name or remember it right now, but I'll put it up on screen. She, he, they, them, don't want to assume genders, but they did everything. They did the writing, they did the drawings, I think they did the cast, like, they even voiced some characters. Like, you can say what you want, you can shit on it as much as you want, but they did it. They made a season of television, and I would argue there's, what's the name of this show? It's so god awful and I hate it, and it's on Nickelodeon. Is it Peanut and Pickle? Something and Pickle. This weird animated stop motion. I think they were trying to copy Gumball kind of like show. I hate that show, and I would actually bet money that Crystal Desires has better budget than that, and Crystal Desires is visually better than that. And the reason why I said I enjoyed it better than Steven Universe was because the story, since from episode 1, you get the feeling of, oh, this is building towards something, and there are plot twists. Oh my god, episode 5, I liked a plot twist in episode 5. There was another one, I think it was 9, 10, 11 or so. I think it was 10. There's so many things, and towards the end of the season, there was this thing or twist that happened. I don't want to ruin anything because I really want you guys to watch it. Like, I don't want to ruin anything for you guys. I want you guys to watch it yourself because it's literally like 3 hours I watched everything on 1.75 speed on YouTube. I'm sorry, I was panicking that I wouldn't be able to watch everything because the month was ending, and when I had free time to watch it, there were so little days of the month left, so I tried to speed through it, and I found myself enjoying the show more on 1.75 speed. And when I tried to slow it down, you get that slow-mo feeling, or I don't know, if I was to give a critique, I think the voice over delivery should be delivered quickly, because even as I was watching this on fast speed, I still felt like there were some moments with dead space or silence. Maybe they wanted things to land. So imagine if I had watched that in real time. The theme song is stuck in my head at 1.75 speed, but it's still stuck in my head. The characters, oh my god, literally the twist at episode 5. What the fuck? I don't think, what twist happened in Steven Universe Future? I think that stupid pink diamond bullshit that she was the one that cracked White Pearl, but I digress. I had so many things I wanted to talk about, but my brain is just scrambling right now that I've turned on the mic. This is why I need notes, but literally cannot be bothered to make any. The characters. Oh my god. The thing is this is not perfect. This is not Academy Award, but it's good for what it is because no one else has done something like this. Like, you can even say, okay, what if Has Been Hotel? They have a lot of money backing them and professional everything, and this feels like it's just a bunch of people who got together, who are passionate, and they made this. That's what is blowing my mind. They made this. That's better than a lot of us can say, I want to make a show too, but I never sat down and made it. And I like the ballsiness of it. Like, it's like, okay, we don't have the art quality of the professional studios, we don't have the sound effects or budgeting. Like, they even have sound effects in this, like really good sound effects if you ask me, but they were like, you know what, even if it looks crappy, even if it's not the best, we are still gonna do it. And they did, and I liked it for the most part. I thought I'd have to trudge my way through this, and with every episode you can see things get better. There's a season fucking 2. I was looking forward to season 2 by the end, but season 2 currently, as I'm recording this video, is up to 7 episodes. But I did not watch season 2 because every episode has this kind of cliffhanger, and I don't want to be paused at any moment. I want to watch season 2 in its entirety. So even though the terms of the Patreon pledge was for me to watch season 1 and 2, I will watch I will not review season 2 here, but I'll do it in its own separate video, free of charge, no pledge required. But I would really appreciate it if you still did. But no, that's how much I believe in this, and I really like it. Kudos to everyone involved. Names on screen again. I'm sorry, bad with names. I really have so much more I want to talk about, but I'm already reaching the 10-minute mark, and I'm already afraid of the people who will attack me in the comments. What else? I really hate this bitch. I despise Emily so much. Her motivations are flawless, don't get me wrong. The setup could use a little more work, could have been executed better, but after that little stumble, even though it still works, it's not that it doesn't work. Like I said, everything could be done better here, but the fact that it was done deserves praise. I cannot stress that enough. But I want to choke this bitch so much, and I feel bad because it's like this every show there's that one person that I just want to choke the living daylight out of. And Emily is her. Like, she is so far gone into her beliefs and what she feels is right that she will destroy everything, even what she has, to get it. And I don't want to ruin the story. And I know some people might think, well, you don't want to ruin it maybe because you weren't paying attention. No, there's this setup. There's these crystals that grant powers, and these two siblings have it, and the story continues from there. They're on opposite ends of how to achieve the same goal. One sibling wants to move on and leave the past in the past. The other sibling is like, no, I can fix it. I can use these powers to make the perfect world. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna spoil and or ruin, even though I don't feel like I ruined a lot. Please, please, please watch this yourself. Please, please, please support this. We need more things like this. We need more people like this who just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not gonna waste 4 years of my life in college and another 8 years in the animation industry to get my big break at a show that will be cancelled after 5 episodes. No, they sat down, they made it. Crappy looks and all, they still made it. It was still enjoyable. There was an action scene. There was a fight scene. I was gonna say, are there any fight scenes in Steven Universe Future? Because I cannot remember literally, but I assume there are. Well, there is the final battle. Oh no, the Lapis battle. Oh no, the whole Abomination fusion. Well, there's some things, but who cares? I want to say the talent that went into this, but then people be like, really? Talent? But yeah, talent. It takes guts to do this and then post it, knowing the internet, knowing the standards that the internet has and the quality we expect. But they still did it. And that's just amazing. I love that so much. I love their creativity. I love that they still went out there. And I don't even want to give any critiques because it's not even warranted. If to say they were getting my money, I was paying for this, and they had like a sort of backing, they were from a studio, they had a reputation, I would have higher standards, but I don't here, which kind of sounds like an insult, but it's like, this is free. You don't pay for shit. They did this on their own time, their own dollar, and it was really good. It was really good. That's all I can say. I'm really proud of these people. I feel so much pride and joy for people I've never met before. God. And to anybody who's like, come on TVC, give us something. The only thing I can criticize is the writing, because like Lily Orchard, excuse me, she's my senpai, I really like her even though a lot of people don't. She said this before, where writing is what makes or breaks a story, that visuals are just the icing on top, and I really feel that shines here. Even though the writing is not as good as it could be, there were some things that could have been done a little better, even though I don't know what they are, but they could be done better. It would have made the story flow better, but even despite those little hiccups, this was still good. I'm racking my brain to try and think of, okay, what inspired this? You know how every story or show has some kind of backbone or basis that builds upon it, where you can be like, oh, this has some Harry Potter influence, or Game of Thrones influence, or Lord of the Rings, or Star Wars. Like, this has none of that. This feels like a genuinely original, unique story that was told from the ground up, and that's amazing. That's so cool. I love it so much, and we need to encourage more of this. We cannot stifle it. We cannot let something like this pass us by. We need more of this. We need more storytelling like this. We need more people like this. And even their thumbnails are so adorable. I love them so much. Even season 2. I'm actually eager to watch season 2, but I'm just pacing myself like, no, wait for it to finish, because there are some points in this season where I was like, wait, what? And then I'm just scrambling to get to the next season, and then my network is not working, and I'm literally here frustrated because I want to know what happens next. I don't think I ever got that in Steven Universe Future. And the other show I wanted to compare it to, where to kind of round things out, there's another show I was watching. I have Glitch Text. I have the whole slot of episodes, but I've never finished watching it because it feels like I'm trudging my way through the shows. It feels like it's a slog to get through, and it shouldn't feel that way. But when I was watching this, I was more inclined to finish watching this. I never felt, maybe the first 2 episodes I kind of felt some kind of trudge because it's still set up, but after everything got going, I wanted to continue. It's like all the shows I like to watch, where I'm watching one episode and it's like, okay, next. Kind of like Hilda, Rise of the TMNT, Castlevania, I'm just thinking Beastars, you know, when one episode is over, you're literally rushing to the next. Now, I won't say I had the same intensity. Well, Attack on Titan, the new season that just came out, but I didn't have the same intensity with this one, but I felt more inclined to continue watching Crystal Desires than I did with Glitch Text. That should say something. So now this self-made indie thing has trumped 2 shows in my head, and I've been doing this for a while. This is my job, and even though I don't want to think of it, well, this is a hobby, let's rephrase that, but it takes something incredible to make me say, yeah, this is better than those two things. Knowing what it looks like, because I am a visual person, I can appreciate animation more than story. But after the Dragon Prince, I realized that animation can get you so far with me, apparently. It can look gorgeous, but there still needs to be a story behind it, and the story behind this is cool. Little clunky? Yes. Little all over the place? Yes. Can you understand it? Absolutely. This, I'm pretty sure there are kids shows, CBBS, Teletubbies, Disney Juniors, Nick Jr. Yeah, it's CBBS for the kids one. Whatever. There's a lot of kid shows that this one would trump, and a lot of kids will sit down and be watching like, oh, what happens next? Well, there's a little bit of dark themes. Apparently, I haven't forgot to touch on those, but it's there. It is what it is. I'm gonna stop talking now. I'm reviewing 3 minutes to 10 minute shows for almost 20 minutes. I think the longest episode was like episode 12, but it was like the season finale, and things were happening. Emotions were also high, which is nice. It got me emotionally invested, which, if we remember, I laughed at the end of Steven Universe Future, but in this one I was like, oh no, please. So there's that. Please check out Crystal Desires, not for anything, not because of the Patreon request, just do it. Just do it, support them, please, for me, because they really deserve it, because they really do. Let them comment, tell them everything what you think, your honest thoughts. Don't do anything because of me. I want you to watch it and experience it and give your own comments and critiques, because that's what they deserve. And I feel like they're doing a great job, and I cannot wait till season 2 is over so I can review it as well. But with that being said, thanks everyone so much for clicking to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and the year is almost over. Whoop whoop! Congrats on surviving 2020. But with that being said, this is TBC. Mwah. Signing out.